Are you ready? Raymond Namakura Asimbo Dembalasi Ali ku Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens Enakusomeza 23 February Mushoja atumye Melodies of Love Tugenda kubera mu vibe za mukwano agenda kuyimba paka romuna awulira obubi alibadi shillings emitwalo 10 VIP emitwalo 15 emeza ya milioni 3 Masaka ali ku Maria Flong enakusomeza 25 February shillings emitwalo 2 VIP emitwalo 5 booking anga buchali tari kuwaza 30 ngera kwa noti musanvu nyanya 028 emu musanvu 5 ofune ticket yo imamito ne bipapito no shoye yafe mulete byane biwoza for the next power ebiwoza ngonze wow, the gorgeous, pretty, lovely, charming baby mama Rema live in concert Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens ngabiri musatu February hakutosi wako Good Color Solutions DSPA Fire Systems Banyabo Foundations Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens Acton Diagnostics Nebitegekebwa West Records
Nze bujinga manyi
Nyomanyi nti lero liko moyo wa Mukama.
Bujinga manyi omusajja ono nze bampa obutwe emirundi egi 5 naye ekimbeezaawo n'abaana abasawo ekyokubiri nywa ttampeko y'ebisiiriza buli lunaku yeyintraizinga obutwa naye eddagala lyenkozesa abasawo bali bagenda kufa mu myaka egi eddagala lyenkozesa balijja Nairobi naye omusajja ono y'omu ku basajja abaguzi b'eddagala mirundi abeerewo bwe mumuwa nange nfuye omanyi waliwo ebintu byotategeera pasita ovuma omusajja nti akuyisizaako emmotoka nakuwa enfuufu naye ate amayinja agali ku byenjala zo ayaayo aganyiga naye gwe bw'omulaba omuvuma batuyiridde amazzi naye amayinja ge walisanze mu kkubo ne gakkuba enjala omusajja ono yaganyiga kakati mu nsi tetumanyi muntu nti oyo gwejjawo ate omufunamu era ssebo muganda wange ono alina omukisa munene nnyo kubanga nze simanyi nnyo bya ddiini ebyo naye mpulyamu ebimu kakati mumulowooza nti ono yali mu kyombo kya Nuuwa bwe yakomawo n'asanga nga abantu bazikiridde yeeyagalira kwani singa yakomawo nga kwebali nga mugwe muliwo n'omulabe naye atya nti owaayi tubadde tugamba nti omusajja oyo abantu banadduka kuba kye basooka okukola kusaanyawo kanisa baba baagala kusaanyawo kanisa nti ekanisa egende olwo tumukwate ng'asigadde buki mwongera kunywera munywere akasiisa akali ku kibbo ekibbo ne bwe kyevunikako tekagwa mukigezeeko ko kekyusizaako n'ensi yeetooloola naye tetukuba mpaka nti ngasebanga nyumba yange ng'etunudde yeetooloolerako tulina kweripa ku kanisa nga tukulemberwa abakadde b'ekkanisa ne pasa waffe ono ate nga mwoyo mutuukirivu atuluŋŋamya ate nyongereko nze njogera bitono neŋŋenda kubanga
mumpe ekipa y'amafuta
omusajja omu
taamala emirundi afune ku mafuta leero
omusajja omu yali mu muzikiti n'asaala abantu bonna ne baggwamu n'asigalamu n'omusajja omu namugana ebyenjogedde gwenyumiddwamu sirina nakimu walinye ku musaalo gwange singa nagenze dda
oyo yetaamale mu linnya lya kitaffe n'omwana n'omwoyo omutukuvu wangula ebiri mu ndaayo katonda abikuwonye n'abakuteeza emitego mukama agitegulule akuwangaaze pentagoni ogiyimiriremu wakati oyogera ebigambo nti nabagamba mu linnya lya Yesu.
You got a new
North American Association yona ekuyita ku lukungano lwa annual convention ne trade expo 2024 lumulundi ogwasatu mu omukaaga okuva nga 3 Agusto paka September nga 2 ku USA Capital Washington DC. Booking a hotel yo ku Gaylord Resort National Harbor ba entrepreneurs ba vendors ba exhibitors abayimbi bannakatemba n'abaana bitone mwenna mwanirizibwa jangu nyimira weekend ejjudde business networking culture ne entertainment. Weewandise kati ku Post Bank oba Housing Finance Bank ekuli okumpi okwewandisa kwa $240 zokka nga weesogga annual convention ne trade expo 2024 ey'omulundi gw'osatu mu omukaaga etegekeddwa Uganda North American Association UNA.
Katubanjulire Fresh Chat bakufulu mukola ebyokunywa ebya buli kika omuli juice n'ebika bya juice byonna bye wali owuliddeko kyayo wa buli kika ku mikolo basala fruits ez'omulembe ate nga nnyonjo bakola juice alimu simoko bakola ekifaananyi ky'omugole mu bibala ekitaabangawo abalala kye batasobola bakola ku buli kika kya mukolo omuli introduction okwanjula embaga baby shower birthday okukyala okubatiza bakola ne delivery bw'oba weetaaze bakola ice cream owa buli kika zi strawberry vanilla banana bafune ku Instagram ku Fresh Chat at 4 ku Facebook Fresh Chat kuba ku simu 0701 nyanya 770 oba 0782 55582 ne Fresh Chat fresh at its best.
It's Romana Makula with Tonight playing for you on 933 KFM. Better information and the best music, 11 up to 9. Good morning. It is the 19th of February, 2024. And it is a Monday today. And as you know, with all Mondays, today is a very special one though. It's a very, very special one because there's a lot to unpack from the weekend. Quite a number of things happen. And Cuckoo...
Say it again.
Is it for the very first time? But Cuckoo for the very first time. Nada.
Throw the line again.
Okay, this morning on the 19th of February 2024, for the very first time, Cuckoo is joining us for a whole Nada. Oh, okay. sorry, can't you deal? This morning, this Monday, very extra special Monday, Baby Cuckoo is joining us for a whole 1 hour of unpacking everything Celebville. Kwegamba mayi mubadde bangi nga mugamba we need kuku, you know, this is like some more time. No.
And then you're telling us we go.
I said okay.
Things are moving up.
I spoke to my bosses.
Yeah.
We worked on a few things and we aligned ourselves.
What do you mean by you spoke to your bosses? Please don't do it.
How are you doing, Cuckoo?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
The weekend was good. It was quite the weekend.
Absolutely.
We had a function at our place. My neighbor, the family came. They are taking the daughter Kuchara. My neighbor.
Oh.
Yes. And then I realized people are serious.
I have a friend who doesn't like attending the neighbors' functions. But he doesn't attend.
He will know one day. Not for dwelling away to you, but some things you don't do them because you want, but because, well, you're paying it in front. So one day, run a tag a neighbor, and the neighbor says, for us also, we don't want to know. Hey, you know in Kampala, and I okay, let me just drive it around Kampala.
Yeah.
Kampala is the city, or Uganda, because, well, I live here. Uganda is the only country I know where you can have 1,000 friends in your phone and what, and then you wake up one day and you need them and none is around. And you're zeroed down to just your neighbor.
That's very true.
You get it?
Cut for us
So-
to stay in apartments, like maybe neighbor, more.
No, but you see, sometimes you lose nothing when you wake up and you say hi to your neighbors. You know, there are people you wake up one Sunday, you knock on every neighbor's door. Omoyoka cupcake. Yes, for the rest of the year, touch it down, but you will have lent those people a date. Or take a day. So they'll know that is Pfizer, because some of them see you and they're like, hey, Pfizer from KFM. That's Pfizer from KFM.
I've only had one neighbor who has openly said, hey, I listen to you. Yeah, yakutumira no kutumira.
Me, I went back, our gate man said, how are you, uncle? I had you on KFM. I'm now following you on TikTok. Now I'm paying one of my videos. Mugamba scared. Genda ampola todako TikTok nga tukola. So but my neighbors chenalabye over the weekend. I always had stories. I'd never seen it like one-on-one. So last weekend two things happened. Last week two things happened. One, I went with my guy, like you know these things of Valentine's Day and what. So we are in a place.
Yeah.
Then we are with like I'm with you. You're with your boy. You're with Council. Then me, I'm Council's friend. Then another guy comes and proposes to you. And then you say yes. And we are all like this. It is the day I realized you can pee in your pants. So that stuff happened real time when I'm seeing with my eyes. The woman said, you people, you were not serious. Guy, she introduced us as the brothers to the guy.
And you just allowed.
The moment my guy started crying, I told him to Vewano. Kasuku. Kasuku yazeno mukazi. I told him to Vewano. Let us go, you will cry in the car. So as I drove him, because I asked him now, where do you want to go? He said, Tugene steam. Steaming. So we were in the car and the guy is like, then after he does, then that sigh of relief, like he thinks again. Then then I told him yes, it is exactly what happened.
Anytime I choke.
Hey, I told him be strong. Now for these people, the family wanted 12 cows. Did you get a favor neighbor? But we had a meeting.
Madam, that's the normal tradition.
They asked for 12 cows, Katinyam on father's side. Lengamba 12 cows. When they say 12 cows, Mbaga can so came with deals. Kasuku to segu kanembaga manzi jabana. So I stepped out, went back to my house. I sat on the balcony. Then they were called, okay, the family of the chick, they come. They're like, one more chilaba. Twakarente kumi na bili. Mwana wafa banji tumunje. Twalo. Then I asked them, katibe mvude wo. Omoko yagambya bawameka. Njatuwa bili na echitundu. So I asked them, echitundu chechiriwa. Tajalita echisambi. Hey. Kumbe, now. Kati, what I realized, when these people are negotiating, they are from the West. When they are negotiating, these cows, after they tell you 12 cows, they value each cow. Now for us, our cows were valued at 3 million each. So 3 times 12. Nengana eba na abana bakolera ddala sente mu baana. 12 times 3 is what? Mental work.
36, around there.
Faiza. Uganda Muslim Education Association. 12 times 3 is what?
It is 36.
Are you sure?
It is. You can check on your phone.
Okay.
It is.
I just want to make sure.
I think it's 36.
12 cows, each valued at 12 times 3.
36. It will be like 30. So 36 million.
You said you were sent to Bugolobi.
Yeah.
But I had quickly thrown you, Umeya.
Wow.
Uganda Muslim Education Association. Now, so that's what happened over the
So
weekend.
36 million.
So they wanted that money. Naye negotiations went on up to around midnight. And eventually we agreed on 8 cows.
That's how much they were willing to pay.
Yes. So next weekend we are going for Nicole. And it reminded me of the other song. Exit twafuna sente. Walai twafuna sente. Gwabazadde baba wa munte. Nentegera. Your parents eat cows. And for us we stay with money.
Yeah.
So that is what happened over the weekend. Anyway. Now, we had action. Twitter cooked.
Also TikTok cooked. I saw you on TikTok, but let's start with Twitter.
What was I doing on TikTok?
You were having a conversation with Full Figure.
Oh, about this guy. They arrested. Okay, let us begin with TikTok. So on Valentine's Day. But how was Valentine's Day for you? Where were you?
It was no, Valentine's Day. I didn't call her. I had an event.
You didn't link up with the council?
He sent gifts.
He sent what?
He sent a bouquet of flowers. He sent chocolate.
And
he sent some equipment I'd asked for.
Equipment?
Some filming equipment I needed for my work.
So now we are good to go?
We're good to go.
Such a man. Such a man. God bless you, Council B.
Supporting career y'omuntu. Omukazi wo investingamu mu career ye.
So I was speaking with my madam. We were watching some video and like we are putting you on the spot over Council B, and it's like never kati isn't Pfizer feeling uncomfortable nga mumubuuza nnyo nemugamba nti naye bwotyo bwewali kati omuliro twagozza ku Pfizer nangamba wamma mumubuuze. So Valentine's Day Comedy Store had a show.
Yeah.
And they brought Teng Teng.
Yes.
You know that guy? Tenge. Okay, there are things I want to say in my humble opinion, but it becomes hard sometimes when it is a woman or a child, especially with the way Ugandans will react. I am happy for him, the success he has, because when you look at his TikTok numbers, they are huge. He does videos that go up to 2 million. Yeah. But one, I don't understand what Tenge was doing at Comedy Store. Because sometimes you want to blame someone. Of course, I don't agree with some of the things Mariachi said. Then after he was like, if this was my child, a woman can't bring this child from hospital and, trying to insinuate like I can't accept and comedy. Yes.
This is Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. University. Don't let your money to opposite.
And I've spoken to some people who I think raise legitimate points, because one, if you didn't go for the comedy show, don't comment. The people who pay to go for those shows, they know Mariachi and what he does. Now there is us, the Twitter intellectuals, who feel like we have seen a clip, and maybe I'm going to come to those clips. It's the same thing I had with Kyamagero. A fool gets a video, takes the whole conversation out of context, posts it to their liking.
For them to go viral.
Then the Twitter intellectuals will begin crucifying a human being. Now, that is Mariachi. If you don't like him, the only way we shall know Mariachi is not good, you boycott him.
Stop going to his shows.
Stop going to his shows.
Cancel him.
But the moment Muhanji is still advertising him and he's making money for Muhanji, please don't make noise.
Eshegeza comedy wakola.
Eshegeza comedy wakola. Abantu basaswe mtwalo 5 ebiri ogendo tulo kola chi omulaba. But also we need to tell Mariachi that the comedy does not stop only inside there. So there's a thin line between comedy and now there's a chick who has been calling me here. She was telling me about comedy store, like she has one eye. So while she was playing with the wire, then it hit the eye and what. So she went for the show and Mariachi was on her case.
Oh.
Dissing her with her one eye, making jokes out of it.
I know Mariachi normally picks a lot of his jokes from his audience. So you're saying Tali sensitive.
He needs to be sensitive. Comedy needs to, sometimes we need to draw the line. Yeah, sometimes. So APAS comes out, of course the video was posted online. Then APAS comes out to say no, that was not good.
He was unhappy.
Yeah, he was unhappy with the whole situation.
Momwano no muteka ku stage no mwogerera bwoti. Other countries are uplifting our people. All we do is put them down. All we do is put people down. Gwe mulimu gwe mwayiga. Ani abasasula omulimu kyogo gwe mwayiga ogwo gokubeera nga okwata omuntu n'omusawansi. Ebigambo byokola comedy Mariachi biba bikuweddeko nga toyina byakwogera. Nononyo omuntu gwokwata n'oteeka wansi kati walabye tengitenge nga bw'omukwata n'omuleta ku stage lwakuba abantu bamwagala. N'otandika omukola mu comedy. Nti omuzadde simanya omusajja akutaddemu mbw abakazi babi nnyo n'ozaala omwana ng'oyo. Golooza seba abantu baagala okuzaala abaana bali autistic. Olooza abantu baagala ozaala abaana abalina emitima nga giriko ebituli. Olooza abantu baagala ozaala abaana abalina kansa. Olooza abantu baagala ozaala abaana abalina tumors. Some of us don't come to comedy store, to your comedies shows. Fetujja okuyimba nze lwakuba byantama n'okuntama. Omuntu ajja ne muzadde we ne muddawo ne muwemula bwe muzi. Bumulowooza mukola business, you have to rethink how you're doing your business. And that is a message to Alex Muhanji. You're my brother. Nenzo obusungu obunkutte nawe ngenda kutwalira. Muyina okuregulating enkola yammwe man. Muyina regulating enkola yammwe guys. Muyino chikola fotola bakati n'abayimbi basobola okukola ennyimba ziwaliwo ennyimba ziriko 18 ziriko explicit ba regulating ebintu ebyo nti omuntu ow'emyaka gino talaba kino omuntu ow'emyaka gino talaba kino kezibe film mumwe regulating ze mutya mwe regulating ze mutya okusobola okukola omulimu gwammwe mu ngeri entuufu. Mukuto omulimu gwe mulimu kuvuma abantu. Muloza musanyusa abantu. That is not how things are done. Me, I'm disappointed. Mujja bulaba video. Mugenda kulaba abantu abaseka nga balowooza ebintu biri funny. Mugenda kulaba comedian nga ali ku stage akutte omwana amukutte nako amwogere omwana amutunulidde tategeera na kigenda mu maaso. Ye bambi ali awo. He's just a kid being there. Niyo tyobodde omwana. Otyobodde omwana omwogeredde. Gwembu mu space yombu you're doing comedy, you're making people laugh. Ne bwosesa abo basiru, buli yasesa omwo musiru talina magezi. Okitegeera. Buli adali omongo oseka oli musiru toyina magezi mu mutwe. Kozisira bakisobola kusesa. Kujja ko ngo ina akatuli ku mutwe. Omanya abantu abasiru tewetaaga na bakebera kumanya nti basiru. Oba okitegeera. Tewetaaga tutumutunulira butunizi n'omanya nti yasootinga wayi. Mwasootinga wayi. Bw'oba ng'osobola osekera ebintu ng'ebyo. nga totunuulira life y'abantu gwe abantu abalina ebizibu. Abantu sebo okubeera nga bamuzaala nga ali a bit deformed wabaawo ensonga. Ate abatakyagala baba muzadde bwe batyo. Lwaki tuba tumuvuma? Lwaki tuba tumukwata ne tumuvuma ne tumwogerera lwakuba talabika nga bantu balala? Omuntu we muba mwinamu wa love. Oba okitegeera. Omuntu ng'oyo muba mwinamu wa love, mumukwate bulungi, mumuyise bulungi, making happy, oba okitegeera. Naye ensi asobola okuginyumirwa. Okitegeera, ensi asobola okuginyumirwa. Kozi waliwo ebintu by'atalina gwe by'oyina. Okitegeera. Ate bw'omukwata n'otandika omujerega. Si kintu kirungi. Si kintu kirungi. Some of you are saying, but the kid should have a manager to protect. Let me tell you, yes, you could talk about all that. But that kid probably came with their manager on the day. And since they came with their manager, he may have been there, but when the kid was on stage, he was not there. And those are things that happen to omuntu akuyimiriza ku stage obadoloza agenda kwogera bintu bya magezi n'atandika okwogera bintu by'ekisiru.
Then enters Nimrod, DJ Nimrod. So DJ Nimrod comes out and says, but why could an artist attack a fellow person in the art industry for misusing words on stage, and yet you also have just released a failed 42-track album? Imagine 42 good songs, but none is a hit. Obukira balala nga nawe oli bubi. Epas has a new album called Bagonza. 42 tracks. I didn't understand what inspired him to do 42 tracks. But anyway.
The songs, I think, were 100, so they had to cut them down to that.
42. But then also, I think he takes his time releasing music. So I think it's been a while. So 42, Nimrod said the songs are not hits. Eh?
I've listened to the album.
He says the songs are good, but none is a hit.
I've listened to the album. I think because the songs are so many, you know, it's different when artists release an album, but then give individual attention to each song. Like Olimba Tankaluta Lumunga, Kolako video, cheap promotions and what. So first of all, Epas has just introduced the whole album, and I'm sure once each song is given the individual attention it requires, you will then see.
I think that song is pushing a lot. Is nice.
Personally, I've listened to the album and it's actually very good. It's a great body of work.
So then Epas throws back. Never give a wedding cake to a pig. Because it will view and eat it like a rotten sweet potato. Hashtag Bagonza the album. This when I realized it is that time. It is that time. Before violence. Nemanya Kasuku, don't move an inch. It is time. Hey, Nezileta Salvador. Did Nimrod just attack the work of art of Epas? The 42 songs that deserve a public holiday, did a DJ really call the works of a world-class artist failed? Well, this just shows where we are in terms of progress. He would have just made his point without referring to a wonderfully crafted album, because it just makes him sound like a hero. I don't even think he has listened to the album. Then he says, naye munene munange weerabisiza somehow. Then Nimrod replies, for starters, I did not attack. Just like he commented on MC Mariachi's skits, I also commented on his album. And if you read well, I said the 42 tracks are good, but none is a hit, which he said indeed. As yet, so he also needs to work. And he called me a pig. What do I mean if you give a pig a cake? I need to throw in a comment. So I throw in my comment. Akapigi yako nange kanumye on your behalf. I saw your photo without a shirt. There is a photo of Nimrod without a shirt.
I've seen it as well on Twitter.
I said our size doesn't do that. I'm telling you, our size, me, I can't remove my shirt. Or I remove it at home. When my daughter used to jump on me, says, Daddy, I want to bounce. Remember, there is a message I'm sending that is not right to these children. So, yes, it is the truth. There's a message I was sending. I stopped putting off my shirt at home.
Because of that?
Yes, the Nimrod wekubiye ekifaananyi. Ngojemwe saati.
It's called body positivity.
Nadabireko ebyo biveeko. Body positivity biveeko.
Well, no, you have to embrace yourself.
Biveeko ebyo. Waliwo wootuuka. Kati why do we work out? You're saying yes, embrace body positivity. We work out why?
To come down to
so that we
healthy.
And it's the shape. Mwana oyo ni mulodi. Yatolo buto nengambala bagomo. Nimrodi musajja wange. Ajja naye kunkuba. Goloza kisobola okundeka. Tekisobola. Era kigenda kundya. Mango kimanyi. So I was like, so you're Nimrod. So that is over the weekend. But otherwise, oluzungu mululira.
You know, one is an industry, media personality, the other is an artist. And most times bamwena mweta ganti ono baba inayo luimba artist ajana releasing luimba station yawe banachikola batya.
I think there's nothing personal there.
It's just business.
It is business. I think as Ugandans we need to adapt the system of someone telling you what they think.
And you take it.
And you take it. You know, for me, there are people who've told me, Kasuku, you can't speak English. Yeah, they say, but I also do that. So sometimes there are people who raise genuine issues. And actually, I wanted to tell Kyamagero. You know, Kyamagero left YouTube. He's not doing YouTube interviews anymore because he feels when he continues doing them, the business of cutting out, it's not the first time they were cutting out his videos and using them for what they want.
Ochimanyi omukazi gwe nawasasigwe nina leero.
Wawasani.
Nawasalinda.
Kati oyinaani.
Nina Linda Ultra HD. Waliwo wootuuka ng'olaba mukyala wo takyafiitinga status kw'oli. Gwe Kasuku omanyi mirundi emeka nze gye njagadde okwawukana ne Linda oyo nga sisobola. Anyiiza ne mpulira nga ntuuseeyo ne nga n'ono mukazi twetaaga okuba nga twawukanye.
Akunyiiza.
Okufa bufi.
Ngeri gy'omuwaanamu mbadde simanyi nti akunyiiza.
Ffe tusinga n'ebizibu. But you still remember why you're there. Nenzijukira vows mu bubi ne mu bulungi kati wano obubi butuusi. I am going to deal with this nonsense. Waliwo wentuuka nga Linda ntamye nga ndaba tategeererako ddala.
Ekitegeeza abakazi balina feuds we batuuka ne bawunga.
Between emyaka 27 ku myaka 37
baba tebategeera.
Nabo bennyini tebamanyi kye babeera bakola. Ate buli kaseera wootuuka ng'owulira omuntu ono akutuusi, awo we wali kowa ya relationship gye mulimu.
So, and this time I think the backlash was much, and he felt it's no longer worth it for him. Yeah, the chakola. So someone cut out. He was narrating like relationships have ups and downs. There's a time you look at Faiza, you're my girl. You do something, and I feel like wow, Yeah. Or there's sometimes my lines just plug off. Then there are times you feel like I should just walk away. But because there's something stronger and holding you together. So he was trying to explain that.
Gwe Kasuku omanyi mirundi emeka nze gye njagadde okwawukana ne Linda oyo nga sisobola. Anyiiza ne mpulira nga ntuuseeyo ne nga n'ono omukazi twetaaga okuba nga twawukanye.
Akunyiiza.
Okufa bufi.
Ngeri gy'omuwaanamu mbadde simanyi nti akunyiiza. Kyokka nammwe mulina ebizibu.
Kati tebakulimba kino kijje ku nze. Ffe tusinga n'ebizibu. Because ffe ebizibu bitutomera when you're already informed. ng'omanya omukazi ono pattern gye yakuliramu gyavaamu n'ekizibu ne kikutomera n'onyiga n'okomayo, but you still remember why you're there. Gutobera nkawo n'olanga mukyalawo temukyakwatagana n'akamu. N'olira nga kino twetaaga tukite kikome wano because omuddiŋŋanyi omubuulidde ebintu emirundi n'emirundi ne kigaana n'omugaa kati Maria weetaaga oddeko ewamu. Totukanga kaawo?
Nze ndi ku warning.
Now, bw'obanga oli ku level ya warning.
Nze ndi ku warning. Bangamba nja kukuba n'obwo obukazi bwo bwekyanga nabwo.
Mukyalo yakigamba.
Ne ngamba beba nankuba bajja tukuba fembi. Era buli mukazi gwe njogera naye mugamba mukazi agenda tukuba fembi.
Neji kafuwe ekyo tekibangawo.
Bajja tukuba fembi.
Batuwuliriza. Every time waliwo wentuuka nga Linda ntamye nga ndaba tategeererako ddala.
Ekitegeeza abakazi balina fezi we batuuka ne bawunga.
Between emyaka 27 ku myaka 37
baba tebategeera.
Nabo bennyini tebamanyi kye babeera bakola.
Akantu k'emmere nakalaba kantuukako.
Osegedde?
Nenzijjukira. Era saayomba nengera n'endya. Nakajjukira.
Food will be used against you.
Nakalaba.
Omukazi alina waatuuka nga owulira akuyingidde emisuwa gino ng'olaba olina obusungu bw'owulira naye kati ate nze ekirungi nti natendeka okubeera omwami. My father took time to train me for this. Buli wanyiza nendaba nga tulinga abalingizaayo nenzijjukira vows mu bubi ne mu bulungi kati wano obubi butuusi. I am going to deal with this nonsense. Ate buli kaseera wootuuka ng'owulira omuntu ono akutuusi, awo weewali kowa ya relationship gye mulimu. Okimanyi omukazi gwe nawasa si gwe nina leero.
Wawasaani.
Nawasa Linda.
Kati oyinaani?
Nina Linda Ultra HD.
Oyina Linda 4K.
Muganda wange. Alina ebintu olumu byakola ne mutunuulira bwenti. Mugamba mukwano nangamba wangi ssebo. Ne ntunuulira kyakoze. Ye naabuuza kiki ng'ate ye takiraba. But on my end it's way below the threshold of where I am. Nangamba this is nonsense. Totally nonsense. Kubino bikola. Naye ng'ate ye talaba nti bikyamu. Omusajja yenna mu kikula kyaffe ng'abasajja waliwo wootuuka ng'olaba mukyalawo takyafiitinga status kw'oli.
Nga wa wansi oba wa waggulu?
Ng'aliwo ebbiro. Mu ntegeera, mu nfaanana, mu kwerabirira, ng'otuuka n'omutunuulira n'ogamba naye. What is this?
Eyo time ebaawo.
Zo zonna ffe zituziyitamu ssebo.
Mu bufumbo.
Bw'obanga oli mufumbo nga toyitangako mu feezi n'otunuulira omwagalwawo ng'olabira ddala watomera, omanyi nga wonootomera amagulu 10 sinotraka wenna ne weefunya oti. There gets to those moments. We all get to those moments.
Kubaze ekintu ekyoyogera nina abantu bendaba nga mukazi we kaali kakazi kati nibe kati kawala kalungi yena yenanga masavu oli n'omubuuza naye agaa wayi sijja kwogera. Abasajja abamu bamanyi okuddayo ne bagamba ne Kasuku yangambye wenna olinga byenda aye ne bakunyiigira.
This is what happens. Bwe tufumbirwa oba ne tuwasa, we are two people who have come together. Tuli babiri abazze nga tuzze kwatagana. Obuzibu bwe tulina ensangi zino nti we are competing against each other.
Mu bufumbo.
That is the wrong thing. Awasinza okuva obuzibu nti tukkiriza amaloboozi agava ebweru okuyingira wano gatandika otutabula. Listen, okubeera mu bufumbo, marriage and relationship is loving your better half when they are broken. Ompulira kwe kwagala omuntu wo mu mbeera ng'ensi yonna egenda mugetinga against n'ogamba naye omanyi ono ye wange.
Now, of course, there are women and some idiots of men who are saying, how do you talk about your wife? The person is talking about is his wife. That is one. Is the wife complaining? Is the wife complaining?
Are you the wife?
That is what. Who is Kasuku's wife? I know my wife. I stay with her. If she's offended, she will raise the issue with me and we shall talk about it. Don't be a fool. Don't be an idiot. There's that card people play. Who is Kasuku's mother? My mother is dead. Yes. Who is Kasuku's relative? I have relatives. If they don't want me, bandike.
He didn't put the wife's feelings into consideration.
No, but what wrong did he say? Because these are facts. These are facts. Every marriage goes through these things. And boy child they don't want anybody who talks boy child. Yes, boy child is not mentored in this country in terms of relationships. Everybody is centering around the woman. Nobody is preparing the man. Now, a guy comes out to tell you that this is what marriage is like. Kyamagero talks about the wife so well.
Yeah.
So you could think, yeah, I thought everything is all rosy. He said, all is not rosy all the time.
As in, you need to know.
You need to know there's going to come a time when this will be like this, this will be like this, this will be like this. Him embedding the wife, Chikulaga, and by the way, that interview came out on, I think, Wednesday. On Thursday, I was with a 27-year-old guy. But as we were driving, namu picking out kuyaya. Nemutwala jitwa tugenda shooting ila. Nga awana Kyamagero. Agama Kyamagero ya yogedde bulungi. I also have a wife and 2 kids. I don't have a job. Na I am suffering. Bicho bitegeere ebyo.
Yeah.
Kati ngagamba berabe interview ya Kyamagero namanya tulina okuguma abakazi bwe batyo n'abasajja twisa the hard times will come and now that person was helped. Yeah. But there is a fool who is fighting Kyamagero. They are fighting my channel. They don't want me to host him. Bagala nyigiriza boy child tujja bikiriza. Kyamagero will come back on Kasuku live nchikusuubiza. He will come back. Nebe namusanga mu corridor. He will come back. Nobody is going to threaten Kyamagero when we are here. Nobody. Wena Mauri headlines.
Education experts call for immediate intervention on substandard schools. Fishermen call for new fishers policy. Indian Airlines ordered to stop baggage delay chaos. And Morocco Navy rescues 141 African migrants.
Hajat. Ulira. Hajat katrompa deyo kachai.
Chai wali, malirizo kola.
Jenny aliwa.
Jenny
Yazara. Mwanachi.
Has she already given birth?
Yeah,
she gave birth? When?
Sometime last week.
Oh.
Really?
Kalenzo mugagga wete yankubira mu ddwaliro yavaayo atya. Hey.
Yazalire no Kampala.
Tubadde nga tumujja mu ddwaliro. Naye ko ndowooza omusajja mugagga gw'ayina. Kati zo mugagga wete yankubiddeko.
Ayinamu ssente.
Ndowooza ayinamu ku ssente. Ndowooza ku luno yeetegese. So, that's what I've been trying to say. The people are frustrating others on social media, and that brings me to the other boy, Goba Dogamba, Ori pressure.
Yeah.
I've seen there's a video of Mare Mabilis saying, well, he's saying the same. He's saying, okay, for him, he says that nobody is above the law. Everybody can be talked about. And then he says, if they talk about you and you don't like, you go to court. But for him, he says he doesn't see any case they are going to bring on that boy.
You praising police for arresting some TikTok called Musana simply because he was criticizing Kabaka and likening him to Amin. All sort of things. Now, most of you people are still are suffering from feudalism and feudalistic tendencies. And actually, you are short of what democracy entails. Democracy entails free speech of all. Free speech includes undermining someone, because democracy works with majority. And if undermining someone help me gain majority, the better. So every person is free to abuse someone, to undermine someone, derogate someone, including Kabaka and so ever. Because that's the opposite of feudalism. The reason why in Europe and wherever feudalism was fought and replaced with democracy was because feudalism emphasized protecting some people and holding them in very high esteem as opposed to others. Yet in democracy, we are all equal. Now, if Kabaka feels that he is defamed by being said that maybe resembles Amin, let him sue. If everybody, any one of you or full figure or whoever feel that this boy or this young man is doing things which are contrary to their wishes, let them deal with him. I mean, full figure also is also on TikTok. Why doesn't he talk in praise of Kabaka? You praise your Kabaka as you oppose him. But when he start claiming that it's okay to abuse Museveni, it's okay to abuse any other person, but not Kabaka, then democracy are building. How will you blame Muhammad in Serekanda, Ntamonga and Museveni in bringing a new law against social media? So you must be democratic, and you must understand that actually democracy involves free speech. Therefore, the police must understand that they are holding that man illegally, and I don't think any charges will be serious and they will be unconstitutional, and then the same will be set aside at any one time. So we must respect democracy. Our fundraising is ongoing via 0701 881231 and 0787263086.
You know, there's also a case of cyberbullying. Okay, depends as well. But he has been making some serious allegations for some time, by the way.
Serious area, for me, I think they are insensitive. The allegations, they are highly insensitive, even for just a local man like me. Sometimes we say abantu bakambwa nwate, but sometimes I think we push abantu social media. Me, I used to be hard hardcore ngate fe tuina information omuntu n'omuwa wiki number naye eventually social media no yakula. One, people have very, for starters, everybody has now an opinion. Then people have fragile egos. So those two things bizibu nnyo. Kadate jukira social media yagaziwa everywhere. Kati problem eriwera abantu abali eyo ku TikTok. Avoid. Omuzungu agamba sometimes don't put too much pressure on people. It is of course all okwogera ku Pfizer today. You say, Pfizer, I didn't like your hairstyle. When I saze kabumba bichi no moleka. Because maybe a jakunyiga, you know. But sometimes when you overdo it, people begin asking, what is the agenda? What is the motive?
It's like you have a personal issue, like you have a bone to pick with a person.
Exactly.
And that's when it borders onto cyberbullying.
And that is where the biggest problem with so many people has come from.
It's King Maddie with American Love playing for you on 933 KFM. Better information and the best music. It is still Monday, and Baby Kasuku is still giving us all the dates from Celebville, everything that happened over the weekend, including some shocking stories.
Yeah. So, you were telling me about the TikTok guy?
Yes, there's a TikToker that went viral, and I think it's been viral on TikTok for some time now, but on Twitter, he went viral after it was revealed, rather a follow-up update that he had been arrested.
He had been arrested
after making a series of allegations against the kingdom of Buganda. And I remember then seeing on TikTok that you were in conversations with some of the people that were there when he was arrested or where he has been taken.
So he was arrested. Pressure. That is what the people who alleged to arrest him say. And they say he's at Chireka Special Investigations Unit. Like I was saying off air, I think sometimes we need to let people be. We can push as far And for me, I'm not going to talk about the Kabaka, the president, the speaker of parliament and what, because, well, those are easy targets. It is understandable when someone comes for them because, well, they wield power and, you know, for them, they are easy to attach attention to and you get known, you get, you know, wherever you want to go. But I'm talking about the everyday person, even in our lives, because of the economic times we are facing, the political times we are in, people are tired, people are frustrated, people are angry.
I suppose another issue I have is that on social media, I was reading the comment section and some of the videos that have been following up with this person. And I understand that, okay, you might support the person, but you push them to try this to even aggravate the issue further.
That is, Faiza, that is a typical Ugandan. You should now go and read the comments after he was nabbed. Ugandans, buli wasanga omuntu nga tajubisa simu na Uganda. Omuntu yenna atasudia is not a Ugandan. That one you need to know. So Ugandans, we want spoiled things. But the moment they get you, for us we say, we told him. That is typical of Ugandans. So the thing is, I think we need to apply moderate pressure on the people. Wherever you are, or neighbor, if someone does something and says, I'm sorry, please
accept.
Leave it. At the workplace, don't exert a lot of pressure on people. People are going through struggles. The dollar today is at 3,900. Do you know what it means? We are inflation in Uganda is because if 1 shilling is the equivalent of $3,900, that means in the near future we may buy fuel at 10k a liter.
Okay.
Jetulaga. UK is going into recession. KFM. People wouldn't have understood recession. Japan is in recession. The last blow, when you see the dollar going up like this, the last blow, the moment America goes into recession, COVID was nothing. You're not under lockdown. You hire people because jetulaga tugenda kufa. So that's why I'm telling you that sometimes Lori people used to take a taxi from Bukoto to town at 500.
It's now
today
1,000.
1,500.
Even from town to Bugolobi is now 1,500.
No, so
Rush hour 2,000.
So chances are high by June that taxi will be at 2.5. According to these things, the dollar at 3.9. So what happens? Gwengo jom omukazi atambudde okuva ebugolo ipaka mchibuga azeyo talide na kuliaga amangenda kulio mulundi gumu. Nga you beyond their case. Mbusima yafu. Gwe, wantama, wakola what ne what? That person will come after you. So we just need to go slow. We need to understand. Yes, we may want the likes, especially people on social media. People think they're on social media, they are very far. The day someone knocks on your door is the day you realize you're not far. Some of these people you see disappearing. Some of them are government bamanyi kabam. Yes. Omusajja akwekwatira naga nti abajagamba government. Neba kutwala. Nga wali kulinga ovuma avuma. Cause now that boy is lucky even. He's lucky they bam to take. You would have woken up home dead. Do you know how many people love the Kabaka? You begin, you know. You can say to a certain extent. There are things you can say. Yes. There are things people say and you feel like maybe they're on principle or what, you know. But, man, the guy was massive. Yeah, it was not a joke.
I think you can put your case forward without using foul language or abusing people. And I think that was just so wrong.
And then also for his claims, they say Mengo has an office.
Where you can approach.
Where you can go and raise your concerns. You go with Ogena Nabama Udidebo, Novagama Banaire Chinde Sewano. Me, I believe I'm the king. These are my facts. So they take you there because culturally there are things a person goes through before you are declared. Basologa yimirirawo. If you're not the king, emboko bajjajjaabo ne bakuba emboko ne bakuba emboko ziri zotamanyi. Kati gwe, do you know kati femba katuliki you fall down ne bakuteekako emikono ne bakola ki? If God has not accepted you, Bila. Enjo maika kubi nemboko mu church. Awakanye. Mwamu wakana. Enjo maika kubi mboko mu church awo nga bishop akuteekako emikono. Notegeera. Ne bagagwe step aside. That is why they go through 5 or 7 vigorous years to be where they are. Those priests you see. So when you say I am the head of a cultural institution, vakubine byabano bebatekawo obutesi. Is an institution. Even if you bury the institution for 50 years, their ancestors be somewhere waiting. One day when they say we have come, you step there. Hey, emboko. No chitegeera. So, but anyway, let us wait to see what happens to him next. Now, Etania, I've had rumors that Etania confirmed she's dating. She confirmed on the show last night. Joshua Baraka. The rumor has been going on for some time. Yeah, she first denied. I think she somehow found a clever way around. Ku social media. Both are social media. Why do celebrities hiding a relationship? People are witches. People are witches. Even Rapey was saying, I hear there are people who never wanted her to get pregnant. Hey. Yeah, and there are those who are not happy with her pregnancy. Yeah. But now, I'm happy for Etania. I think Etania is amidst everything. I think deep down inside her, she's a soft, kind person inside. But because of, there are people who sell image, One time I was speaking with my madam and she told me now, they told me, he asked how told you. I think her parents told her, nayo musajja nga watabbo nnyo. Tunamala kodi na told her tugenda sula enjala. We're going to tugenda sula enjala. We shall not eat. Why? The moment I cease being Kasuku, the only thing I know in my life. As in, this is my brand. This is me. The moment I cease being, Tawas sobola cheyo. Because now I'm not Kasuku when I'm on cheyo. Wow. The moment I cease being Kasuku, I don't know anything. I've not done a job that is not media. So basically, or that is not Kasuku. So baba kutwala yo eri mbazadde. Basoka kujajingira ku brand join na media. No, of course, as there are things also I understand. Like you feel like, the guy came on air. The guy is like this, but then you realize there's nothing you're going to do about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's the guy. These things I do, so my judge doesn't like them. She told me, which was Viagala. Kwagala ofune office otule ngoli lawyer abantu bagambenti muzukulu wange lawyer namuga jajja ogenda sula enjala nkugambidde wano misana. I told her, she understood. I told her jajja ogenda sula enjala kasole melako bino byemanyi nangamba era for her, she doesn't watch me on TV, she doesn't tune any radio I work on. I mean, I think for me it took a while for my parents to come around. So sometimes these images we have, they make money. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to portray, or people have to see you in a certain way. And I think that's what's up with Etania. Even Zahara Toto, by the way. I've had encounters with her. She's a very soft person. You sit down, I've sat down with her. And she tells you, she tells you about her family, her kids, and she has a little child inside her. They are very, very cool people. I've spoken with. Those wild girls, you see, I've been with Linda Dane, we sit down.
For Zahara to have to give her credit. I've watched her work on a set. And I have to admit, she's one of the most professional people I've seen work.
Exactly.
So when you, of course, it gives you the misconception that she's not a very professional person. But surprisingly, when she's on set, she delivers like a professional. She works, she follows people's rules like Moto.
Yeah. So I think Etania and Joshua Baraka, I think they'll work. Yeah. I think.
Dating an artist,
yeah, Joshua Baraka looks like a planned child.
Is he?
I don't know. And then I think Echijo Batabola Kasente. That Joshua Baraka guy doesn't seem to have money.
Music makes money.
I think when I see him, I don't know, I've not met him in person. I've not interacted so much with him. But for me, he paints a picture of mommy's boy. Like his parents are loaded. So when Etania says, Josh, you know they have to cut the names. Joshua.
Josh.
Then Etania. So this one will be, they are Joe. Joe. What do you think? What do you think their name can be? Joshua and Etania. Joe.
I saw somebody.
Jot.
No, he said, I think Joshania or something like that.
Joshania. Joshania.
Wow.
Joshania works. So, so it's like, Joshania, I want some money to do my hair. To mind that she has lisp.
No.
You don't know that Etania has lisp.
No.
You have not heard her talking. Bama was ambo. Bananga Etania, baga mimuno you are dating Joshua Baraka. Wabijewa. Because social media, get a for media, get a for media, you know that she has a lisp.
Okay, I think for me when she speaks, many people concentrate on her facial features, her lips, which are quite voluptuous. So,
Tanya, you have lips. But the stories we hear about people with such lips, if they are true, Joshua Baraka, you're in for a ride. You're going to enjoy life. You will experience life at its fullest. If the stories are true, let
them date now nicely, openly, like what will I get love? Oh, like okay.
Baba Savu Feturiko. Baba Savu Feturiko. Again, no kawahaga watika muwulire mubere lyawan. We whoop. Kamkwate mchiwato kawulire savu lyawan.
They all have money. Are they all young? Joshua is 25,
and
24.
And Etania.
I don't know how old Etania is, but I know Joshua is. Because the first time I met Joshua Baraka, he was, I think, just 22 or 23 there.
I was statement is a miyako jale to obuzibu. So, but we are happy for you, Etania. Etania, by the way, after all said and done, you're dating an international star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
And I hope things work out. Crystal Panda nkutumideko and abira DJ V.
Not DJ Alicia.
DJ Alicia, me, I have my relationship with DJ V.
Hey.
Yeah.
Indako.
She's my friend.
Mate beba posting a video na Alicia.
Alicia yali bibiye nze ntumide DJ V. They work with
her
Crystal
well.
Panda, yes.
Hey.
So ndabira DJ V that I said hi. Oh, I know you're DJ V. Okay. Yeah. So we can do one more story.
Yeah.
Anyway, just tugenda kukola one more. Eya Etania ne Joshua Baraka evuddewo. Tukole ya Pretty Nicole. Pretty Nicole aina gwe ya textinze.
Let me put on this.
Pretty Nicole aina gwe ya textinze. She sought for help.
I thought, okay, first of all, I've not seen any of the images that they said were circulated. Then I'll interview you.
Nicole Thum. By the way, when are you giving me another interview? People loved the other interview.
Tewali was him.
Yeah?
Kulthum yagamba byalabirira. She looked after her. Mwate omwala mwenyini amugamba yagakudde ku ssomero.
Then she went back and she did P7.
So ono muvubuka eyatadde bifaananyi yavaawa
Momo Canada. There is I'm just going to read you the messages when we go back on air. I'm going to read you the messages from one of the people she sent WhatsApps. But there's a lady called Queen Jam. Queen Jam or Queen Jaman.
Yeah.
Oshtegera. Ne wana omusajja akwana akaana ako.
Aguwase.
Naye akalibu by'ennaku zino.
Nenda bambi ali mu preparing up for her show.
Nga she's on phone olabwe yemola what's she prepping for? Nga yemola bwatyo. Naye have you seen her? She has started even posting those pictures of before she came here, she doesn't post anything. So she posts those sexy pictures from angles like this.
And I can post ganga ali kumbaga alabika bulungi.
Anti kati ola amasimu gatandise okujja. But she should move slowly. Adi move slowly. Otherwise, we have seen ajatandika trip wano. Abelenga predecessor we.
Lonely at the top, Asake playing for you on 933 KFM. Better information and the best music. Something happened over last week and trended out throughout, and that was Pretty Nicole. She's had quite the story and has stayed in the media for some time.
Yeah.
Just at the time when we thought things had stabilized, she has just finished. I think she was in P7.
Yeah, she had finished P7.
Then, before we know it, there's again another
So there's someone she's talking to, a friend of mine. She reached out to a friend of mine and sent an email. I'm Pretty Nicole, let me hope you're doing well. There's a lady called Queen Jaman.
Yeah.
I think I'll get her on one of my live shows on Kasuku Live, YouTube, tomorrow. So she can tell us her experience. She's the one who was funding her education and all those things. She reached out to me and she had a story to tell. I think I'll get her one of tomorrow, most likely, in the morning. But she reached out and said, I'm Pretty Nicole, let me hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask on some advice, if you can, please. In 2003, my videos were linked up when a friend of mine was trying to beat me up, but all that happened, I got some problem. I got a guy from Canada, so he inboxed me that he wants we make some business together. That he has some machines that clean. Bwembi somano bwe yawandisa oluzunguro olumenefu. Some business together. So we talked. Then after, we dated for some months. Despite the fact that he was not in Uganda, he asked me my needs, that those are the things that keep long distance relationships. At first I refused, but then after I sent him, I'm sorry to say this, but I wanted to ask you. Okay, I'm depressed, the world is judging me. Now I don't know what to do, but if you can, please, I need some advice to pass through this situation. I'll be glad when you've received my message and helped. So they spoke. So yesterday, this is what happened. Right now, she's in Kasese with the boyfriend. Right now, I'm not home. I'm at my boyfriend's place. Why am I not home? One day, that guy who posted my nudes, he inboxed me on TikTok and he told me that he wanted to do some business with me. So we shared contacts and we talked that he has some machines that cleans. English. That he wants to send them to Uganda. So we talked, then he dated me, then we started dating. He used to tell me that I send him my nudes. So at first I refused, but later I sent him. Then he said that he wants to pay for me school fees. A rambo he had got for me a school in Kenya. Then he talked to my mom. He convinced her that he's going to make her business what. Now, you are not rich and the guy has money. So you have to accept. But that moment I was like, the guy saw my mom, came and told me, you have to love the guy by force, So what I did, I left my mom's place and I stayed with my guy. Because my mom, she was like sending me to the guy. Because the guy had promised her the business money, those things. Yeah. So that is Pretty Nicole texting this person. And so we are waiting for her to come back. I think now it is clear. The mom is, I think, putting pressure on her. Kati, again, I got information about the guy who posted the nudes. The guy impregnated the wife. When the wife gave birth and went to You know these things you go to your mom's place bakunyigem. Ate sister yasigala. Gwe yazza mu kifo. Agenda okoma onga ate sister has taken over. You want a voice note I give you?
We're out of time, Coco.
I continue. I wanted to give
Coco,
you.
sign us
We have action.
We're out of time. Please sign us out.
Anything you ask, I give. So we have to go, guys. It's a story still developing. I think today I'm contented when you say we have to go. Bye. Yeah. So story chari mpamvu bwino muyina. Kati njagala kufuna Queen German na yatubulire byatubulira. And then we can see what happens next. Nefaiza, are you pregnant?
No.
The way these days, the way you're acting.
It's because I've gained weight.
I'm scared.
I've gained a lot of weight, but I'm not pregnant.
I was starting to be scared until you've started. Why? But then yatani same it way. It's not a development case there. The hopes me and her mom having her. It will be too early. It is not wrong, but it could be too early.
What do you consider too early?
Cows. Abasajja baali baagala ente 12. Bw'otakeera ku makya kuva ku nsi 12 cows. Ng'ate bakambwe. Oli nangamba Kasuku omuwala baamulyalya dda. Kibusi ne mbagamba bannayite muntuuza mu bigambo. Sijja kwewalana nabako. Kale bye.